Are you tired? Are you absolutely exhausted from watching the Orlando Magic struggle to hit a wide-open three-pointer? Does it feel like we're stuck in a time loop, celebrating incredible defense and dazzling drives to the basket, only to cringe as yet another crucial shot clanks off the rim? Well, buckle up, Magic fans, because what I'm about to tell you could finally break that cycle. We got an exclusive angle on potential move that could inject some much-needed firepower into this promising young team, and it involves capitalizing on a situation nobody saw coming up in Boston. This isn't just a rumor. It's a strategic opportunity that the Magic cannot afford to miss. Let's dive in. Look, we all love this Orlando Magic squad. The energy, the defense, the sheer what they show on the court. It's infectious. Paolo, Banchero, and Franz Wagner are blossoming into legitimate stars right before our eyes, carrying the offensive load with incredible skill and determination. But let's be brutally honest for a moment. For large stretches of the 2024-25 season, watching the Magic try to score felt like pulling teeth. The offense, particularly the perimeter shooting, was a consistent, glaring weakness. It wasn't just bad sometimes. It was often detrimental to their ability to close out games or truly compete with the league's elite. We saw a defensive sag-off, daring our guys to shoot, packing the paint, and making life incredibly difficult for Paolo and Franz to operate. It was frustrating to watch, knowing the potential this team has, only to see it hampered by a fundamental lack of spacing. Every single conversation, every single suggestion for the offseason seems to circle back to one critical need. Shooting, 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 and for good reason. Without it, this team, as talented as it is defensively and in the paint, has a ceiling, a frustratingly low ceiling, when you consider everything else they do so well. Now, imagine a player who could step onto that court and immediately command defensive attention from beyond the arc. A player who isn't just capable of hitting threes, but does it with remarkable consistency year after year. Enter Sam Hauser. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. Sam Hauser? From the Celtics? I barely hear about him. And that's exactly the point. Hauser is one of the most underrated sharpshooters in the entire NBA, largely because he's been playing a more limited role on a stacked Boston Celtics team. Last season, he was only 8th on the team in minutes played. But don't let that fool you. This guy is the real deal. He stands at a solid 6'7", bringing good size for a wing shooter, and his three-point stroke is absolutely pure. We're talking about a player who has shot greater than 40% from behind the arc in all 4 of his professional seasons. In today's NBA, where elite shooting is paramount, that kind of consistency is incredibly valuable. It's not a fluke. It's a proven track record of high-level perimeter scoring. And here's the kicker. Unlike some pure shooters who are liabilities on the other end, Hauser holds his own defensively. He's not a lockdown defender by any means, but he's far from a turnstile, which is absolutely crucial for a Magic team that prides itself on its collective defensive identity. He fits the mold of a player who can contribute without compromising the team's core strength. So why Sam Hauser and why now? This is where the opportunity becomes truly golden. The basketball world was rocked by the news of Jayson Tatum's significant injury, likely sidelining him for the entirety of next season. This unforeseen circumstance has reportedly shifted the Boston Celtics' perspective. They are now rumored to be looking at this upcoming season as potentially a gap year, a year where they might be willing to trim payroll, adjust their rotation, and perhaps even sell off valuable role players to gain future flexibility. This is not a fire sale, but it's a situation where players who might have been untouchable before could now be available for the right price. And for a team like the Orlando Magic, who are on the cusp of true contention but desperately need specific pieces, this is a moment they cannot let pass by. It's a chance to acquire a player with a proven, high-impact skill set at a potentially reduced cost because of another team's misfortune. Opportunities like this, where a key need aligns perfectly with another team's sudden willingness to deal, don't come around often. The Magic front office needs to be aggressive and explore this possibility with the utmost urgency. Let's talk about fit. Because Sam Hauser in Orlando isn't just about adding a shooter. It's about adding the right shooter. If you watch the Magic, you know they are built around size, defensive versatility, and the dynamic playmaking of Banchero and Wagner. These two young stars are at their best when they have space to operate, to drive, to create for themselves and others. What does a 40% plus three-point shooter do? They create space. A defender has to stick to Sam Hauser on the perimeter, otherwise, it's an automatic 3 points. This pulls defenders away from the paint, opening up driving lanes for Paolo and Franz, making their job significantly easier. It also creates opportunities for dump-off passes, lobs, and cuts as defenses are forced to rotate and scramble. Hauser's size also allows him to fit seamlessly into the Magic's switchable defense, preventing him from being exploited on that end. Imagine Paolo or Franz driving, drawing two defenders, and kicking out to a wide-open Hauser on the wing. That's a hyper-set shot that this team desperately needs to add to its offensive repertoire. His presence wouldn't just add points. It would fundamentally change the geometry of the court for Magic offense, unlocking the full potential of their star players. The Orlando Magic have a future that is undeniably bright. The core is young, talented, and hungry. They've built a foundation on defense and versatility that is the envy of many teams. But to make the leap from a promising playoff team to a legitimate championship contender, they need more offensive punch, specifically more consistent high-level shooting. Adding a player like Sam Hauser isn't a magic bullet that instantly solves all their problems, but it is a significant step in the right direction. It addresses their most pressing need with a player who has a proven track record and fits their team identity. This isn't just about adding a shooter. It's about adding a legitimate threat from deep who can help space the floor and make life easier for everyone else on the court. Pursuing Sam Hauser is a wise, strategic move that aligns perfectly with where the Magic are in their development cycle and a unique opportunity presented by the situation in Boston. It's the kind of move that can help them get that much closer to achieving their ambitious goal of bringing a championship back to Orlando. So there you have it. The potential for the Orlando Magic to acquire Sam Hauser from the Boston Celtics is a fascinating prospect, born out an unexpected turn of events up north. It's a move that makes perfect sense for Orlando, addressing their most critical need with a proven, underrated talent. This could be the piece that truly elevates this team. What do you think? Should the Magic go all in on trying to land Hauser? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this exclusive breakdown and want to see more in-depth analysis like this, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We got so much more coming your way as we track the Magic's offseason moves and get ready for what could be a truly exciting season. Don't miss out.